I think that was a car problem. I think he was standing
I need
on
to
the
figure out
gas,
how to
and
clip
it was
this.
10 mile an hour slower than other cars, and then that's it. Like you just like your car is slower, and the longer the race goes.
It was like he was at the go-kart track, and the moderator turned his speed
Yep.
down because he was swerving around too much. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just see it in the times. Like in his previous qualifying, I remember him going about 186 and setting good laps, and then in the real race, he was doing 177. Well, you miss your 9 miles an hour. That's like 7% of your speed. That's it. Like you're done. You're not gonna win at all. So, I mean, like that. I consider that a car. That was a car problem, in my opinion. Nothing the driver could have done about that. Ask the 50 car that I'm sure no one ever went to their website, but there was another car that knocked us out. There was also a crypto car. Site's garbage. Don't bother going. Their wheel fell off. The driver probably wasn't his fault. Karma. The last guy beats the second to last guy, or whatever. Like it's not like it's not like he stole the cherry off your cupcake. Your cupcake wasn't going to get a cherry anyway. Like,
yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, 100%. Did you
the fact
hear
that there was even a car is dope.
I don't know what FS Sports.
It was just a bad marketing.
Literally, when he came out with that
bad
penalty,
use of dollars to market Hex, even though it was cool.
How he's going to lose it?
Wasn't very good dollar value ratio.
Split of a dollar.
Because it didn't really net very many people coming into the ecosystem.
Floyd Mayweather won. We'll see you here, Floyd. And I was like, what?
Well, because I can tell you how that happened. So basically, that happened because there's team rivalries amongst manufacturers. And so I'm not going to say our dude because, it's like
this low calorie
like hooking up with a girl for money. She ain't your girlfriend. You know what I mean? If you pay like $500,000 so some guy can
absolutely delicious.
Have a fun few laps or whatever. I guess he's a Hexagon now, so that's cool. But the Ford guys were the minority of people on the track. There's like 5 times as many
I think we were all
GM cars as there's Ford cars. And so you're more likely to be in a pack of GM cars.
It's too bad that it wasn't.
And if you've got a guy behind you or in front of you, you go faster. So the car that was kind of pulling the last 2 guys along, of which
I just got this tank top in the mail,
55
by the way.
car, the X car,
Hex tank top
was one of them.
Shit to the gym all the time.
It went high, and it let the big Chevy pack lap everybody, which you have to do, right? Or you should, I guess. And then it didn't come back down, and it went slower because it's third to last anyway. So who cares? And because it slowed down and because it went wide, it allowed the Chevy pack, of which the 50 car was in, to pass. And so there is some teamwork there.
I'll get you the link.
Who cares?
I'll
the car
I'll post the link
was slow. It deserved to lose, period. Why should someone with a slow car win a race? Like you probably shouldn't, and we're fighting for like second to last or last. So whatever, this is, by the way, why I don't watch sports. I get angry. I want things to work out. I can't make anything better. Grit my teeth. It's no good for me. I like to play games I can influence and then I can win. But these games that I can't influence, I can't win. And they're, maybe not the right game. Look, I'd much rather everybody get, Maddie was playing the on-ramp users game. Beautiful game. Scales, last generations, multiplies, just, you really make the world a different place with the on-ramp users game. But all these other little sub games, they're not as good,
Hey, Hex is the way. I know you've had your hand up a while. Did you have a question or comment?
I'm sure. Hey, Richard Hart, great that you stopped in the spaces. We've been holding these for 24/7 ever since you started almost, which was a great thing that you did because a lot of new people pop into our spaces. I had an idea since the sacrifice has become so popular as a means of whatever. What if we had a sacrifice after the PulseX sacrifice for Hex on Pulse Chain, and you could have a bonding curve for getting some Pulse Chain Hex by sacrificing to a certain address that we would have no expectations from.
I think we've got enough coins. So we've got Hex on Ethereum. We've got Hex on Pulse Chain. We've got PulseX on Pulse Chain. We've got the incentive token on Pulse Chain.
Where did I put that link, man?
I think that's enough coins, because like if you look at it from a holistic perspective, what do you really need? You need a consensus network. All right, we got that. You need value storage, Hex. You need trading. All right, PulseX. Anonymity. That's already kind of like done, right? So, I mean, the contracts all come over. So if someone has an extra Tornado Cash front end to point over, or we already have one for like Hexnado, but just no one uses it. So that's what you care about. You care about censorship resistance, value storage, network effect, on-ramping new projects, more stickiness, things like that. But most of those projects are going to be terrible. So like, I think the majority of projects that will launch on Pulse Chain will be absolutely horrible. You'll be lucky if you get some good ones. I mean, that's what Ethereum was for years. Everything was horrible, and eventually it got good.
Trying to find the link for this.
I guess maybe you just skip to the good stuff a little earlier because we know what the good stuff is. So like known working good copies are already going to be good, I guess. But a lot of these new projects, they're just going to be wall-to-wall rug pulls, wall-to-wall like failures with hacks and bugs. And I tweet about hacks and bugs all day, every day. They're just all the time. They're just endless. How lucky are Hexicans that they haven't experienced them? How lucky are we, because we put so much effort into it. So like, I don't like, I worry. There's things that I hate. I try and protect people from it happening. You guys have a good experience with me, and then you'll think that you'll have that same experience with other people, and then they'll annihilate you. Or you'll have a good experience with Hex, and you'll think you'll have that experience with other things, and you'll be annihilated. And we've seen this over and over and over again. Every single new product that has pitched to Hexicans has destroyed them, basically. And so your default rule for new things in crypto has to be that you're going to lose all your money on. And so like, when am I going to, if we have value storage, we have network, we have the trading, at what point is something going to be worth the risk of the rug pull, the failure? I don't think we need more tokens. I don't think we're lacking for ROI opportunities. I don't like, otherwise I know how to make more tokens, right? It's like if I wanted more tokens, I could make more tokens. But right now, I think getting to market with the ones that we've got and promoting them well, sounds a lot cooler. Because I could sit here and just be like, oh, look, I'm going to make dog coins and change the tails. Green tail, moon dog. Like, all right, red tail moon dog, baby moon dog, whatever. You're just, I don't want to go that route. I don't want to go the copy pasta route. Because why? Like, I don't know. I don't know why Elon and Mark Cuban feel good showing Dogecoin. I really don't understand it. Like, why? The technology is bad. There's no development. There's no innovation. You change the logo. You're merged mined with Litecoin. Litecoin's also trash. Why? Why do you feel good about that? There's nothing good there. Even the founders of the thing hate it. So like, I don't understand why they could feel good promoting that. And I'd rather promote stuff if we're
There's the link for the tank top
I think we have
that I ordered from.
Really awesome stuff. There's finite economic energy. If you put it into stuff that sucks, you're going to regret it.
I'll give you my opinion on liquid loans in a little bit once Richard's done talking.
And knowing the difference between good and suck, it apparently ain't that easy, because I see people getting hacked for hundreds of millions of dollars all the time. And they're not, like, some of these companies aren't idiots. Like, some of these companies have some technologically useful people, and they still get hacked anyway, because this stuff's very hard. Very, very hard. So I would be you don't see me recommending anything that's launching on Pulse if I didn't basically found it And if they get all their audits and they make it work right, and it works out, and hopefully the on-ramp users
I want to ask
aren't
Richard
already here, because otherwise it's like, hey, remember when Trayvon launched a game, like a time locking game? Okay, well, did it on-ramp the world? No. Or what did it do? Well, it gave some Hexicans money to him, and that seems to be the primary function. Like, it just, you know, if it had had huge impact and on-ramped a whole bunch of new users, you could say, oh, look, like, you know, it was a good deal. But I'm not sure it was a good deal, you know? Like, I don't feel bad never talking about it. And I don't think the founder feels bad almost never talking about it. So, like, you know, I see people, I do what I can to protect you guys, but like, I think there's a lot of people that don't understand how likely it is to lose all your money on anything. People lose all their money on crypto, and the good intentions isn't enough to override that. So one of the funny sayings is like, hey, I'm going to make something that sucks, but I'm a Hexican, so it has to be good. No, that's not how it works. Just because you're a Hexican and you love Hex or you like me, it doesn't mean the thing that you're going to make is good. The thing that you make has to have a bunch of very specific properties, and you have to.
No, this is on Twitter Spaces.
I don't know if luck is a thing, because I just keep getting lucky over and over and over again. So maybe it's not luck. Maybe it's skill and preparation meeting, I guess. If you were to say, hey, Richard, a new project's launching on Pulse, what's the chance it has like a critical vulnerability? I'm just going to guess like 70%, maybe 65. Gut feeling. That's how hard this stuff is. I mean, how many copies of Hex have we seen go to zero? There was one called Rex, went to zero. There was one called, what was it called? They just all mostly go to zero. And you're like, wow, see, look, an inflation bug to zero. Oh, look, another inflation bug to zero. Oh, look, you thought locking liquidity was smart. Every day a new low for a year. Probably still doing new lows. Like, you see this over and over again, and thought they were smart. They're like, yeah, I'm smart. I'm going to do better. I'm going to outperform. They're like, no, you're just going to lose everything. The founder will get rich, but you're going to lose everything. So, and we've seen it over and over and over again, right? And these are, like, one of those coins is by a guy that builds coins, right? Got rug pulled by the devs. Like, excellent. Watch, I haven't even been talking this whole time. Am I still live?
No.
Yeah, you're still live.
You're actually
nice.
killing it without getting rugged. Do you mind if we call on a couple of people that would like to talk
Chorus
to?
Orca goes with the girl first.
Hey, YV, why don't you take it?
Thank you, guys. Hello, Richard. Nice to meet you in this space. So my question is, you're talking that people are like losing money on crypto. I think it's because people, they don't really know how crypto works. I don't think that I really know like super well, but because I jumped into the crypto like super when it was last year, like October. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about you. I've watched a lot of your videos and stuff. And what I've noticed onboarding people on Hex and them that it's not about trading. It's not about like trading and making money on shit coins, on useless and pointless products. But people who don't know about crypto, they actually can understand it. Yeah, they don't know what you're talking about, like inflation bug and etc. I'm talking about Russian-speaking community because I represent that community.
You've ever been in the Russian Telegram chat? We have one.
Yeah, yesterday I left the chat.
Yeah, it never grows. It never gets a new user.
It's not because it grows. It's because people who are there, like they're jumped into crypto because they can make money on that. They, I don't think they believe that we can change the world and we can go to decentralization. They are there because they make money. Right. So, and a lot of people who are new and who like who want to know a little bit more about crypto, they just don't have those tools, especially in Russian language. So what I'm doing now, like I'm trying to I actually made my own Telegram channel. I haven't started to tell about crypto yet because I'm telling people how money works, because without basic knowledges, they just can't get what is going on right now in our world. And they just can't get how crypto is important and realization is important. So,
yeah. Those things are true, but there's still tops to buy. So you kind of want to get, you want like, it's like a guy today was on Twitter saying, like, if you're selling Bitcoin right now, you don't understand how important what you have is.
Which layout do you guys prefer?
Well, that's a cool story, bro. But if you'd sold it 10 months ago, you'd have twice as much of that awesome stuff having rebought now.
Yeah, that's right. But we want to go from that, aren't we?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And
what I'm talking the game. I mean, so let me give an example, just to tell you. So when your original premise was people lose money in crypto because they don't know what they're doing. And I'm going to tell you, people lose money in crypto even if they do know what they're doing. Because it's like, so Zcash, right? Oh, we're going to make a fork of Bitcoin with anonymity.
Yes.
Okay, well, that sounds okay. And now it's 5,800% under its all-time high. So it would need to do a 58x in order to get back to its all-time high, which means it's down like nearing 100% or something like that. I mean, let me look. 5,941 to $100. So let me do the math there. 5,941.80 minus 171 over 5,941.80. It's down 98%. NEM down about half that. Or it's the 22x to get back to its all-time high. Bitcoin Cash is a 1,400% to get back to its all-time high. IOTA is a 700% to get back to its all-time high. And this is after a huge bull run. Like, everything went up a lot. So, like, when people get into crypto, most things suck. So, like, if you buy most things, you're probably going to get wrecked.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotta let some more people ask questions, bro. Like
to explain people that, guys, open your mind.
There's lots of people who want to talk to Rich.
And look what is reality.
I think charts. I really think that you can chart one thing versus another thing, and you could look at the rate that new users are being on-ramped. You could look at the walled garden of the pricing power of how hard it is for competitors to appear. You could look at how immune the community is from defection, how immune the community is from being vampire attacked. You know, there's advanced kind of venture capitalist analysis on kind of the business structure of what is an emergent community. You know, like, the community has properties that businesses have. So, like, businesses talk about stuff they like, which is usually their own products. Hexagons talk about stuff they like, which is usually stuff they bought. Similar behavior.
Logo is sick. Logo is nasty.
So I know we can't have a better logo. I know we can't have a better brand name. I know we can't have a better community. I've been in this space for a while. I guess it gets better with every new awesome person.
I went to take a shower and went to the gym, so they dropped
Our price chart is great. The fact that if you want to on-ramp someone, they get to be able to buy a dip is great.
But
for
I definitely have
a
question for Richard. That's for damn sure.
Depending on, like, if they're dumb. Dumb people love to buy, you know, tops, and then some people just get outsized returns buying dips, right? Like,
you
can't get left behind either. It's like it's not just free. Like, you can't just always wait for dips. Sometimes the dip doesn't come. So there's nuance.
All the freaking space.
Yeah,
Rich
but
has only got a limited amount of time to answer questions.
Like, people, especially in Russia and Ukraine, they don't go so deep into crypto. Many people, they just like, oh, crypto hype. Of course they get that. I'm trying to explain people that it's not how it should work. It's like different from how it should work. Yeah. And about onboarding, the other day, also in Twitter space, which Hexworker hosted, we talked about your speech about marketing campaign. Yes.
Right.
So, and you said that direct marketing, it doesn't work, and blah blah blah. And
direct marketing works great. I love direct marketing. Indirect marketing
indirect
only works if you already have a really wide audience. So if you have a Coca-Cola billboard, someone can reach their arm out and touch a Coca-Cola very easily. If you have a Hex billboard, good luck, man. How do I install MetaMask? What exchange do I sign up at? Like, it's a nightmare to buy crypto. So you just can't stick a billboard up and hope it works.
Yeah. So my point is to help people on board, like on Hex, and to explain them that this how should cryptocurrency works. So maybe we can have some maybe we can. How do you see if we can make some course? Like from the very beginning, what is blockchain?
There's literally
short video,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 other people who have their hand up in this.
And so you're trying to mold these people into your understanding of the world,
all the
and your beliefs and your values. Not everyone has your beliefs and values, and that's okay. Some people will buy Pulse Chain because it's better for the environment. Some people will buy Pulse Chain because they see there's more use in the Telegram chat. Some people will buy Pulse Chain because they like newer coins. Some people like Pulse Chain because they didn't like Vitalik's outfit at ETH Denver. You know, some people will buy Pulse Chain because it's my second coin. Like, you don't know, or any of those reasons invalid. No, they're all acceptable reasons. And so I think that your sales pitch or onboarding would benefit greatly from seeing where that person is and what kind of person that is. So if you're talking to a libertarian about saving the environment, you're not going to get very far. They don't care. If you're talking to a hippie about mad gains, they don't care. You know, and so if you can, you should customize your pitch to who you're speaking to, because you have positive traits for every one of these people, and they're real traits. You're just looking at the same thing through a different lens. So if you're talking to money hungry people, charts. If you're talking to, you know, conscientious green people, better for the environment. World's largest free airdrop, you know, help take the load off Ethereum, get them to pollute less. Like there's a bunch of different pitches, and I don't think the most compelling of those pitches is here's how blockchain works. Because if that were true, Andreas Antonopoulos would get views.
That's true, man.
It doesn't, because no one wants to watch that crap. Nobody wants to watch how the blockchain works. It's boring and it sucks. Which is why I get a lot of views. All the guys who make weird faces get a lot of views, and Andreas doesn't get any views because no one cares about how the blockchain works. And to tell you the truth, they probably shouldn't, because it's quite similar to knowing how your keyboard works. I know how my keyboard works because I built them from scratch, but I wouldn't convince you that you should learn how to build your keyboard from scratch, because it's a huge waste of time. If someone just hands you a keyboard, you're good to go. You know. So I think you might be taking the hard road to teaching these people stuff. And by the way, you don't have to build it from scratch. It's already done. Like, so if you go to hexagon.blog or hexakins.blog or whatever, I don't know, Google the Hexagon blog, that dude's written a bunch of great stuff. We have a lot of really, really good content in the community.
That's right, but it's not. It's all in English, and I'm trying to, like, every time I give some examples.
Sure. Yeah, just
I have to translate 100%. It and explain it, and like different.
You can't shortcut that. I mean, that you're gonna either have to say the same thing in Russian 20 times or write it. So yeah, you can't avoid that.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you anyway.
Well, thank you for trying to on-ramp. The Russian people. They're good people. And they've been starved of opportunity a little bit due to corruption for, I don't know, some decades. And it would be nice to see them get a fair shake, and have opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Hey,
anybody else?
Yeah, I was going to say, just because we were talking about your passion for taking care of the community with respect to not getting wrecked on projects and things like that.
This is gonna be good.
Developer of a project building on top of Hex, and I thought,
go for it.
Since they're in here, let's just see what y'all maybe come up with together.
Yep.
How you doing?
Somebody should clip this if they can.
Hey, so one thing you'd said in the past that I really like that I don't really see anyone doing is you had said that the Pulse Chain sacrifice set would be if you're going to come up with some new idea or some new coin, it'd be a great airdrop candidate. And obviously, by relation, I think the Hex Staker set's also a good airdrop candidate as well.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, I'm looking at projects going on Pulse, and like no one is doing this, and I fail to see why, other than, you know, I guess there's some obvious reasons. But
well, it's a good question, because we've seen both models work. We've seen things that weren't given away for free work, and we've seen things that were given away for free work. So, for instance, Uni was given away for free, did very well. I think there was a lot of other coins that were given away for free that did very well. And so I'm not sure whether the doing well or not is really the mechanism by which the things are being given away. I'm just like, I look at things from the perspective of like, just as something's good, it can't just be good. It has to be better than their other options too. And so, for instance, like when Uniswap got airdropped to hexagons for free because we all used, you know, Uniswap or whatever, they, I was like, yeah, sell the crap out of it. Like, hey, it's free. You could get something better. And I think in hindsight that everyone did well doing that. Like, it pumped for a bit, but then it stopped, and then it went down. I'm referring to Uni. So, like, I guess I'll summarize your opinion as just like, hey, why don't we see more people giving us free stuff? And I think we'll get there, right? But the trick is to make sure that the free stuff is something that our users dump on people that aren't our users, as opposed to the other way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just, I look at on-ramping new users, and it's like, hey, a new coin's being existed. Oh, cool, yeah. Is anyone going to sell Hex to buy it? Oh, well, that sounds crap, right? So, you know, it's like where the community comes from is of vital importance. So I think part of the reason that these big airdrop coins did well is maybe because they get exchange listed, and then the noobs on exchange that have less opportunities available to them just buy it because it's new. But like if you're used to trading Ethereum, there's a new coin every 8 minutes. But if you're on some stupid exchange and the walled garden begging for them to send you your money, you know, oh, a new coin listed, maybe, you know, it's cooler there or something. So yeah, duly noted. If people want to give free stuff to hexagons and pulsicans and PulseXicans, cool. You know, I will tell them to sell it.
You know, it's just, I look at the whole, like, you know, none of us can know what's going to ultimately
I've got some good guesses too.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can all make assumptions.
I have some good guesses.
I've got a few. I think it's going to be a little crazy. Honestly, it's going to be insane.
For sure. The stuff we guess is stuff we've already seen before. So we've seen alternate EVM networks, okay, and we've seen the coins that launch on those. All right, but we haven't seen is the world's largest airdrop, and all of these new coins, 10,000 new pairs brought into existence at once. That's never been done before. So that's going to be wild.
Well, that's the part no one understands. Maybe a lot of people in this community understand, but you know, I go out in the Twitter spaces and try to talk about Pulse and stuff like that quite often.
They just don't get it.
Yeah,
like there's a copy of the coin already on a test net right now that you can go play with, and only can you access. They're yours, and soon they'll be on a real network, and they'll very likely have a monetary value for free. And you know, I think everyone will get it hardcore once the mainnet comes.
Well, they won't have a choice.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for the future. I think there's going to be a lot of great new users coming into the space just because they don't really have a choice. But additionally, you know, some of the things I'm working on, I think, are going to bring a lot of exposure that didn't exist before. Hopefully, you know.
Nice, dude.
See what happens.
Well, I mean, in the end, like, in an ideal world, a bunch of really awesome projects like launch on Pulse, and everyone just has an amazing time. Everything works fabulously, you know. But statistically, the majority of things that are new on a new chain are wrecked city. Like you're gonna like 1,000 dog coins each with, you know, a 30-minute time life